What's up guys, Dark Road Ace 3 here with another trophy hunting video today. Today we're going to be talking about Burnout. Well, what is Burnout? Well, it's a really fun racing game where you get rewarding for crashing car...
Burnout.
What? What?
Wrong Burnout.
What?
Wrong Burnout.
Wait, wrong Burnout. Although I should probably add that one to my wish list. Seems like it'd be a pretty fun platinum. Here's how I define burnout in the context of trophy hunting, and I think there are like 2 or 3 major symptoms, and they're all pretty intertwined, and it's probably the same thing, but whatever. Here we're doing lists today. 1, you get tired of playing games. 2, you get bored of playing games. 3, you don't want to play games anymore. Me personally, I find I don't want to play the game I'm playing anymore, and I want to try something else. Very often, I also end up dropping the next game I try, and possibly the one after that as well. I've been experiencing this kind of a lot lately. You can kind of scroll through my PSN profiles and see that I have spaces where I just have a lot of unfinished games. I find this pretty frequently happens when I finish a really great game that nothing else I play afterward really compares to it. So most recently for me, that was Titanfall 2. That game is absolutely incredible. It feels great to play, has amazing shooting mechanics, and it has one of the best movement systems of any shooter ever, to the point that like a lot of Call of Duties tried to emulate it. It's one I recommend to absolutely everyone if you are interested in shooters at all. One of the best parts of Titanfall 2's trophy list is that it had a very easy multiplayer trophy requirement. All it asks you to do is join a clan, win a multiplayer match, and to create a class. That's it. That's literally it. And you compare this to Killzone Shadowfall, the game I played almost directly after Titanfall 2, which has multiplayer trophies that are borderline absurd. One of the requirements is to get 400 kills with a support drone. You can boost this with bots, but even if you do, the drone kind of just sometimes sits there and doesn't really rack up kills for you. So, yeah, it's really bad. The people I've asked said the multiplayer grind with bots takes about somewhere between 15 to 20 hours. That's not too bad, all things considered, with other kinds of multiplayer grinds. Diablo. But with how busy my work schedule is and my married life, I think my own gaming time is a bit more valuable than spending 15 to 20 hours just mindlessly killing bots. Killzone Shadowfall isn't a bad game by any means, but I think most people would agree it falls short if you compare it to something like Titanfall 2, even campaign-wise, I would say so. Even on the hardest difficulty in Killzone, I found the AI was straight up just brain dead at times, and they would kind of run up to me asking me to mow them down without ever firing back at me. I also thought the story was a bit less personal in Shadowfall. I found it explores the wider conflict of war, whereas something like Titanfall 2 was a bit more personal and explored the relationship between the player character and your Titan. Subtle things like this burnt me out of Killzone, and I just decided not to go for the platinum after I finished the campaign on the hardest difficulty. I find it's really easy to get burnt out as a trophy hunter because we often spend a lot of time doing mindless, grindy, or really demanding tasks on repeat. Even just following a guide and grabbing collectibles can, be the straw that breaks the camel's back in terms of what will burn you out. Uncharted 4 is an example I criticize a lot for having somewhat unreasonable amount of collectibles that force you to just pull out a video guide, and I can only speak for me personally, but that it took. I think I quit the game 2 or 3 times before I actually ended up getting all the collectibles in the game, because it just seems the opposite of Uncharted. You're going around exploring, having a good time, and it's just hunkering down and getting collectibles. It's just not my idea of a good time. I do have some tips here that have helped me overcome burnout, especially in regards to trophy hunting. 1, you don't actually have to go for trophies. I know that sounds absolutely ludicrous, but hear me out. At the end of the day, we do this because we want to go the extra mile for the games we love. Now, you don't have to platinum everything you play, because let's be real, you don't love everything. It's literally impossible as a human being to love everything. You have tastes and you have preferences, just like everyone else, and those shape what you play, too. If you're finding the process of going for a platinum to be unfun, I think you can kind of just try to see if you can still get something out of the game you were playing. So in my Killzone Shadowfall example, I found that I could still enjoy the campaign on the highest difficulty because I found it had some pretty unique mechanics, like the owl drone is really unique and fun to use, and it's really fun to just make a shield and kind of shoot through it and just mow people down at a distance. Um, Beyond that, you can even like start a game and just be aware of it. Yeah, I'm not going for this platinum. I have Tetris Effect on my profile because I just enjoy Tetris, but I also know there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to dedicate all the time to go for that platinum. I just feel like it's the perfect game to just kind of pick up and play and stop at pretty much any time. Uh, I know this also sounds really blasphemous to the really high completion percentage account people out there, but hey, I guess you can always play those on a blank account. You know what I mean? Also, sometimes I play games on Steam or on my Switch just if I don't feel like going for achievements or trophies or whatnot. And sometimes I play something on Game Pass just to have, just to try something new. Game Pass is a really good tool. I know that sounds insane, saying that something Xbox is a really good tool for PlayStation people, but it really is a good tool for just trying out something new. And I found that PlayStation Now is about to upgrade the subscription as of the time of me recording this, and I feel like that's also probably a really good way to get get some good games. Just try out lots of good games. So we're living good times, guys. And just remember that, like, we play games and go for the platinums because we love the games, not because we love the platinums for the sake of the platinums. And I find it's very easy to forget that as a trophy hunter. Now, my second tip is to play games that are different genre altogether. I found one of the best ways for me to overcome burnout is to play just a radically different genre altogether. I came off a first-person shooter, so maybe it's time to try a racing game or a fighting game or a Souls-like. It's probably ideal to do this after every game you play, and that may have contributed to some of my burnout, transitioning from like Titanfall into Killzone. So yeah, I think maybe just try a different genre. Like maybe try after a really hard game. Also, I find it's really wise to go for a really easy game to help you transition into another hard game. Because if you just do hard games over and over again, you're just gonna kind of hate yourself and just kind of wallow and be really angry at yourself. And just I find it's for the best to just kind of space out your hard games, and it makes the hard games like you do this for fun, right? So like it kind of gives you a break from hard games. And my last and final, perhaps radical tip is, if you're not enjoying what you're playing, maybe just like don't play games. Go outside. I know it sounds insane. Go outside. Who does that? Go outside, meet some friends, spend some time with your family. Maybe pretend you're actually normal, and when you feel like you're ready, just like get back in the saddle. But yeah, that was my my video about burnout. It was a little bit of a unscripted. It was scripted. But yeah, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. And I might have another video sometime this week. I'm not sure, but I am. I won't be making another video for the next 2 weeks. So I'm trying to try to get you another extra video this week. So yeah, I do enjoy making these, but I think I might take a little bit of a break, just for myself. And also, now I'm playing Cyberpunk 2077, and that is a game. So let me tell you. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and tell your friends. It's so stupid. Goodbye.